Hey, what's up everybody? Today we are doing a little bit of a listening party, going to react and analyze Twice's new music video coming out, which comes out in 60 seconds. So we are gonna listen to the new song One Spark and see what we think about it. The album does release today, so head on over to Target. I hope if you have the album being shipped to you, it's already on its way and you get it before the end of the day. But this is going to be a video of us reacting, kind of talking about what we think about the video, the concepts. As it looks right now, it looks like we've got a pretty nice, like very nightlife with fireworks kind of concept based on the teaser trailer we have. Of course, we have our candy bong right next to us just in case we're going to need it. So we're going to set this down right here. And again, I'm going to give you my thoughts based on like my musical background, what I think about like the artistic direction of the music video. And basically I'm trying to fill in words right now until the video actually starts, which is going to be in about like a few seconds because it's actually it is actually right on time for me. So we shall see. Oh, here we go. Except we start off with an ad, which is super not cool. Okay, there we go. Whoo, that's loud. Let's go ahead and... Okay. So it's like really loud in my headphones. Like, I didn't realize it was gonna be this loud in my headphones. But yeah, we've got a few seconds left, just a minute and a half left. But I'm really excited for this album. I think the concepts that they've revealed so far are actually like really cool. I don't really remember all the names for them. One was like Candle, one was like, I think one was Forever, and then I forgot what the second album, what the concept was for that. But yeah, we've got just a few seconds left until the video premieres, and I'm actually again really excited because I Got You had like a really good artistic direction. The song was really good. It was very poppy. It was very like Twice, and the music video itself was really cool because it felt like it just catered to like what fans have been posting or who their favorite pairings are. So yeah, I think I really like the artistic direction that Twice has been going at lately. With the music videos, with the concepts, and I'm really excited to see what they have coming up for us next, as well as the rest of the album, which whenever we can listen to the whole album all the way through, I will do a whole listening party to that, to talk about my thoughts again on what I think about each of the songs. Do I think some are hits? Do I think some are misses? And then, since the album is coming out before the encore in Vegas, I hope they play more than just I Got You. But here we go. A few seconds left. Let's see what One Spark has for us today.
One spark, baby. Everybody wants that endlessly. SG and an everlasting bliss. 영원한 거 영원해. 그래 영원히 will sparkling beautifully. into our minds. 잠을지 않아, there ain't no sundown. I'm everlasting spark to I'm everlasting fire. Don't let this fire die, 'cause my heart is burning, burning, burning. So but that is hurting, hurting, hurting. 눈부신 아름답고 아프다고 이상할 것들에 my heart is burning, burning, so burning. Let's be sparks, baby. Burning, burning, burning.
Okay. All right. That song was really good. It was really catchy. Let me turn off the internet for a quick second here while we minimize this. Yeah, the song was incredibly catchy. It had the same vibes as I Got You did in terms of like its song layout. So it followed a very standard formula where, again, it's very like intro goes into verse 1 goes into pre-chorus 1 chorus 1, verse 2, pre-chorus 2, chorus 2, bridge done by the ultimate bridge queen, and then final chorus where everything again is just on fire, and there's actually fireworks in the background of the ending there. So overall, a very catchy, very poppy song. And if I Got You and One Spark are kind of like the direction for what With Youth is like, it's gonna be very like high energy album, very songs and singing kind of album with an interesting amount of choreography, right? Like when you think about some of the choreography from I Got You, which was very like contemporary dance, versus this, which is very like team based, like they all interact with each other and like makes like kind of interesting formations. All in all, I feel like With Youth is gonna be like an amazing set list of songs, and there's only 7 songs in it, so I'm really hoping that for the Las Vegas Encore they play maybe 1 or 2 of the songs. I don't know if I'm just getting like really hopeful, whereas they might just put some of those songs in the next world tour, whenever that is. So what we're gonna do what we always do. First of all, again, total bop, really cool stuff. What we're going to do is we are going to analyze the song musically, visually, and then just overall what our thoughts on it are. So let's go ahead, let's listen to it a second time, and this time we're going to again pause here and there, do some breakdown, talk about some of the, or maybe we should talk about the visuals first, because the visuals in this song were amazing. Like it was really good, like videography, and then like they did a lot of angles, they did a lot of different like sceneries. So let's go ahead, let's actually talk about the music video itself first, before we go into the actual music. Alright, so we go, and hopefully there's no ads. Okay, so first of all, when we started here, I don't know if any of y'all thought this, but it just reminded me of like a horror movie I heard about that involves an elevator, and like everyone's stuck on the elevator. So I'm not really sure about this elevator quite yet, even after listening to the whole song. Okay. One thing I did like about this music video is that it took like all the concepts that were on like the CDs. So they revealed all the concepts prior to this music video coming out, and they're all in here, which is really cool. Let's talk about some concepts too right here, right? Like this is such a fire looking concept, right? It's very fierce. We love like the red and black mix that has like kind of flowery feelings to it, but then it's also very like serious. Like it kind of reminds me of like Between 1 and 2, because Between 1 and 2 was kind of like a step down from this, where some of the outsies were very, or outsies, the outfits were very cute, whereas these are very like mature. Love this like chandelier like background. I'm sure those numbers mean something. Wait a minute, let's rewind that for a second. Okay, so this is like their debut date, basically. It's going, so this elevator is going up to their debut date, which is why that 2015 is there. Like October 2015 is when Twice debuted. Which I guess, see right here, this is like a very interesting like formation, right? It's very formation heavy. Also, Mina killing the game. Let's go, y'all. And then it gets like, that was a little bit of like a hard dance move right there, right? Very interesting thing here too. Where there's a lot of strawberries. And I could be wrong, because this is my high school, like, American literature knowledge coming into play. I think strawberries have something to do with resembling, like, being young. I think I was, like, reading The Great Gatsby when my American literature teacher was talking about strawberries and stuff, but I was wondering, like, why are there, like, so many strawberries? Like, it's strawberries everything on this table. Again, going back to this idea of like a very like mature concept, right? Because Twice is almost like a decade old as a group. Again, awesome formations, very formation dependent. Like, when we think about Twice concerts, this type of dance is performed on like the front stage, like the very front, not like all the way in the back. There's a lot of mirrors too. Right? Like even right there, there was like mirrors for Jihyo. Solid transitions too, right? It's like just enough to keep you entertained throughout the whole music video. Like we love these like transitions where it's like the same frame, but like different outfits, different like backgrounds. It's crazy. This was a great shot of Sana, by the way. And see, we're going back to like what looks kind of like flashbacks of like growing up. There we go. So we saw like the timer went all the way up from their debut date up until now. And that, yeah, so we hit up to today's for this music video. And also choreography right here, right? This was spoiled at the World Tour, I think in either Mexico or Brazil, but they were doing this move, right? And it was all over like TikTok and Instagram. Also this bridge, right? This is like the most iconic K-pop dance bridge. Now, wait, let's go back to that bridge scene right there. If it'll let us. Can we rewind it? Okay, we can listen to the ending theme, or the ending chorus again. I'm here for it. But yeah, see how like choreography heavy this particular song is. Oh, alright. I don't know why it always just cuts to that. But yeah, this is like one of the most iconic like dance bridges in K-pop in like the history of K-pop. Everyone shot a music video here, and I guess it's Twice's time. So very cool stuff. I love the fireworks in the background, kind of going with this whole like party vibe that they have here. The whole like with youth idea. So I think like the bridge on top of the fireworks, on top of just everything in this music video is like this nice transition from like Twice way back when they started all the way up until now, where it's talking about again like the youth and then moving all the way up until like right now. So awesome music, very awesome music video, very cool visuals. Like, see, even right here, the filter that they used right here, just to make it seem like it's like shot in kind of like an old kind of vintage way, and then like celebrating, and it's just so good. Like the whole thing is so good in terms of like artistic direction and what they were going for. Not as good as I Got You, I'll be honest. I kind of liked the theme of I Got You more, where it was very like troubled waters that led into like a clear sky kind of idea, but still, again, lots of effort being put into like these music videos, because I feel like music videos, right, they can come in different ways, and a lot of the older Twice music videos were very like not story oriented. They were very just like concepts oriented, right? Like when you think about music videos like Likey, or when you think about music videos like Yes or Yes, like it's very focused on like visuals, it's very focused on like concepts, not really like something that you can follow per se, right? It's just like snippets all put together. But this, like these new music videos feel very consistent in like their whole vibe. And this feels kind of like Talk That Talk, where they took like all the concepts of the CD or like of the albums and then just kind of put them together in a certain way. This kind of gives that same vibe. So very cool on the visuals. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about the music of One Spark next. Nice guitar intro right here, right? It's very catchy. It leads you into like this bigger ensemble of music. And it's nice and like mellow, right? Like verse 1, you always want to be mellow and like rise up into your pre-chorus. Because it's got to be just mellow enough to keep you like locked on. So pre-chorus 1, again, standard formula. Oh, Mina's smile could kill. Then it picks up, right? Because you gotta lead up to the chorus. The chorus always has to slap really hard. And then it drops really hard. This is a very like dancey song too, right? Like a lot of these, like this song I could imagine would be kind of difficult to recreate like with live music. Because it's very like fast paced, very like not instruments, but more so like noises, right? Now we fall back down, right, to verse 2. Because like the chorus like hit really hard and we gotta recover. And then we gotta pick up a bit again, right? So before it was Jihyo that picked it up, and now it's Tsui picking it up. And then picks up some more. And then even faster right before chorus 2. Again, very standard formula where we're at the second chorus right now. Also, Junghyun killing it right here. Let's go. I could imagine a lot of like once is screaming for Junghyun's part during the concert. Of course, we have to have the bridge queen give us this part here. Wait, one thing that I want to kind of point out about like that nice transition from Mina to Sana, right? Because when we think about like Twice's vocals, like Mina's got a very like soft but powerful vocal, which is really good for like bridges, because you want the bridge to literally bridge the second chorus, which is generally high energy, to the final chorus, which is like crazy high energy, right? Because you generally skip like a pre-chorus. So it's very like you go up for that second chorus, all the way down for the bridge, you mellow out a bit, and then the final chorus goes harder than the second chorus. So it's a very like big jump, right? So it keeps you locked on and it keeps you want to listen more because it's like very exciting, right? It's like a roller coaster for a song. But the interesting about Mina going into Sana is that Mina, again, very low, very impactful voice, going into Sana, who's got kind of like a more like her voice stands out a bit more because it's a little bit higher pitched than Mina's like softer voice. So it's a good like rise in like energy, right? From Mina's very soft energy to like Sana's like mid to high level energy that goes into the final chorus. And then again, the final chorus like comes in with the ad-libbing. It's very strong. There's no such thing as like a Twice song that doesn't have strong ad-libs at the end. Still more ad-libbing in the background. Of course, done by, I want to guess it's, I want to guess it's Nayeon and Jihyo that are doing the ad-libbing, because like 9 out of 10 times they are, and then sometimes they have like Jungyeon helping there too, as like the 3 like biggest vocalists in Twice, because it's very high energy, it's very like on point, it's very stands out. So it was really good. Like the final chorus is really good because they brought it all out, right? Like they went from the soft bridge, moving into Sana, who's bringing it up a little bit more, moving into Tsui, who's bringing it up even a bit more, and then of course final chorus hits really hard. All the instruments come in. Instruments, because I feel like a lot of this, like the music in here is very electronically generated rather than like live performance. Like there's a drum kit, right? We could definitely hear the drum kit, but a lot of the other instruments are a little bit harder to discern. So let's give it one more time. This time I'm going to focus a little bit more on the instruments and like what I can hear. Right? Very strong guitar riff, right? Because it's very catchy. Like we love a single instrument leading into a song, because when you think about songs, you think about like the first few noises as like, okay, this is the song that's playing, right? Like you could probably listen to like 50 songs in your playlist, but you could tell what song it is from the first like second of that one instrument playing. So very awesome with the guitar riff leading in here. But I don't really know if I could hear it that much after this, right? Okay, now that I'm focusing in on it more, I can hear it like this consistent like guitar playing in the background. So they keep the same guitar riff basically going throughout the whole thing. This part is very artificially generated, right? It's very like synthesizer. And then it's kind of like more electronically generated here, right? This is more like synthesizer stuff. We had the drum kit there for a bit. But again, a lot of this is like synthesizer noises. It's a lot of like keyboards. Like even that like whistling you hear in the back, electronically generated. I don't think that's an actual instrument. And see, there's the drum kit again. But yeah, this part, total synthesizers, electronic noises. Like, I don't hear that guitar riff anymore. Like, it went away. Yeah, I don't even hear it anymore. It's not even there. Like, even like the drum kit, I don't even hear it anymore. Here it is. Oh, it's coming back. And there it was again, right? So we're back to more of like the electronic synthesizer keyboard kind of noise. Alright, so we have like a nice little like rock middle right here. Mostly just the drum kit though. And then of course we got clapping, right? He really put the drummer to work for this song. Okay, so thinking about like the instruments this time around, they're there were some instruments here and there, but a lot of the song was like electronically generated, right? Like there were noises like claps. There were, I can't beatbox for the life of me. It's just not possible. It's not in my toolkit. But there's lots of noises that you hear generally with like synthesizers, with keyboards, with that little tiny like box thing that's got like 64 boxes in the middle of it that each button is generated to a noise. Like you hear a lot of that throughout this song. So this is very like high on the dance level. It's very high on the like high energy level, like almost kind of like the type of music you would hear in like Vegas, for example, where it's very like high energy. It's not always live, but it's very like, it gets you going, right? Like it keeps the beat going, it keeps you jumping, keeps you going. And that's kind of like the energy that this song gives, is again, like high energy, but not because of like instruments, right? It's just because of the overall like beat. So all in all, like I do generally like songs that have like more instruments into them, because that translates really well into it being like a live song, because I love live music. And if just not to put icing on the cake, I love when live singing is accompanied with live music. Like the live medley in Ready to Be, the world tour, melted me. It was so good. It was so good. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, right? It's just a different type of song where it's just like the main percussion instrument was like the drums, but then there was a lot of like synthesizer and stuff, which is very like the music of today, right? Like we can generate a lot of music electronically now. That also kind of gives the leeway for like making noises that you can't generally make with like instruments. So very interesting stuff here. Again, this is more like modern day music than I Got You was. In terms of like how it was generated, how the songs play out, but it still followed the same pop formula, which is very like warm, very like comforting, and we love to hear it, right? It's the same idea with like a 4-chord song, where it's like you can hear a 4-chord song in like 5 different ways, sung by like 5 different people, but because it's familiar, it feels very comforting. And that's kind of like the vibe that this gives, right? It follows a very standard formula. It follows very like regular musical, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here as I T-Rex my hands here, like themes, right? It follows a lot of regular themes, and it just feels very comfortable while at the same time being like very fresh, right? All right, we're going to give it one more listen to and just pick up on any random last minute things that I didn't pick up on the first like 3 times we heard it. But overall, I really like One Spark. I think it's like a really good song. I think I do like I Got You more. But One Spark is a very like nice listening to song that gets you going, gets you hyped. This could be like the first song you listen to in the morning just to like get your day going, right? Because it kind of feels like the intro to like an awesome day is kind of what this song kind of gives off. All right, let's listen to it one more time.
Everybody wants that endlessly.
I can't wait to see the choreography video for this, because it's gonna look amazing. Like I love all these like different formations, like these like ripple effects. Right, like this formation right here, it looks like a flower, right? And like Mina's in the middle of it. Like that part right there, like you could tell for a quick minute, they go really hard. And I can't wait to see it live. I feel like the choreography for this is very like team oriented, and I love it, right? Because it's like one of the strengths that Twice has 9 members, that they can do stuff like this. Oh man, the choreography video for this is gonna be so lit. We love those transitions. It's so good, like these transitions with the dance moves. Love it. That part is gonna look great on stage.
My heart is burning, so the day's harder.
I can't wait for all the Instagram reels of everyone dancing this dance. Because the choreography of this is like a little bit less contemporary and is more like formations, very specific hand movements. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit easier to make like a dance challenge from this as opposed to I Got You.
This is the time of our lives, covering to our minds. there ain't no sundown. I'm everlasting spark, so I'm everlasting fire. So let this fire die, 'cause my heart is burning. So but that is burning.
Something about this concept specifically, like, kind of feels like a throwback almost. Like, maybe someone who's been a once longer than me can, like, attest to this. Are these, like, call-outs to other previous outfits? Right? Because, like, when I think about some of these outfits that they're wearing for this final chorus, like, they give me vibes from, like, other concepts. Because none of them look sort of, like, the same. But they all blend together, right? Like, some of this plaid stuff reminds me of, like, the Yes or Yes era, whereas, like, this hat that Nayeon's wearing reminds me very of, like, the Talk That Talk era. And then what Momo's wearing right now kind of reminds me of, like, the Ready to Be era. So it almost feels like they're all sort of wearing different outfits from, like, different comebacks. At least that's what it feels like. Again, someone who's been a once longer than me or is like a super once can probably like correct me there. But some of these outfits for this final one, because I don't think this is any of the concepts that are on the CD, right? The candle version, the forever version, and whatever the third one was that I'm missing here. None of these outfits look like they go together. Right? But they all just remind me of like previous concepts to a degree. And maybe I just got to rewatch all of the other music videos again. But that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting just a little bit. Like, I can't put my finger on what Jihyo's outfit reminds me of, but it reminds me of a different Twice concept. So again, if you're able to figure that out for me, let me know. Throw it in the comments below. But it feels something like this is kind of like a callback, because it's not any of the concept photos as far as my memory collection goes, right? Like, I haven't obviously opened any of the albums because I don't have them yet. But we will get them soon. We're gonna make a trip to Target today. So overall, first of all, I'm about to go to Korea in like a month, and I am visiting this bridge. This bridge is just too iconic to not go visit. Like, BTS was here. I'm pretty sure 17 was here. Now Twice has been there. Like, this bridge is like, it better, I feel like this bridge is going to be like transformed into like some sort of K-pop Hall of Fame bridge where like you put your hands in the cement kind of thing if you've performed here. But yeah, love this iconic bridge. Like, it just makes great shots. Like, look at this shot right here. Amazing. Absolutely stunning. And then they added like the fake fireworks and all that stuff, but it still looks really cool, right? Gosh, amazing. Absolutely stunning. So that's going to be like my thoughts on One Spark. Again, it's a very like dance heavy song, lots of like electronically generated music, very catchy. It follows the standard pop formula, so it's very comforting while at the same time feeling very like new and exciting. And again, it's Twice. I feel like whenever Twice like does a concept that's previously existed, they always bring like a different type of flavor to it, because there's simply 9 of them. And when you have 9 different people all with like very different like vocal talents, like you can do a lot of fun and interesting stuff, right? Like, we didn't really see a lot of like rapping going on in One Spark, but we saw like Dahyun singing. We had Chaeyoung doing some of like the transitional pieces where it's kind of almost like speaking between the pieces. So very interesting song. I like it. I would give it like a solid like 7-8 out of 10, because I feel like it doesn't really reinvent the wheel in terms of songs, but it reinvents the wheel with Twice, which automatically makes it like a different type of vibe, which is really, really cool. So I loved I Got You. I love One Spark. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album and do a listening party on that. There probably isn't going to be 7 total music videos, so the next thing that we do is going to be just a listening party of all the other songs. Maybe we'll sprinkle in I Got You and One Spark, but I feel like we probably won't just for time, and I have like 2 whole videos on those 2 songs. But with that being said, that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. That's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.